Navy SEAL sniper Chris Kyle's pinpoint accuracy saves countless lives on the battlefield, turns him into a legend. Back at home with his family after 4 tours of duty. However, Chris finds that it is the war he can't leave behind. Hello everyone, welcome to another movie review, and this time it's on the movie American Sniper. This movie came out back in 2014 based on the book. It falls under docudrama, action, biography, drama, and war for the genres. It has won 1 Oscar, has another 24 wins, and another 43 nominations. And the main cast in this is Bradley Cooper, Sienna Miller, Kyle Gallagher, Cole Konis, Ben Reed, Elise Robertson, Luke Sunshine, Troy Vincent, Brandon Salgado Tellis, Keir O'Donnell, Monette Patterson, Jason Hall, Billy Miller, Leonard Roberts, Jason Walsh, Ronaldo Gallegos, Kevin Legs, and Jake McDormand. Alright, so before I get to my thoughts, I knew that this was based, I already knew that this was based on the book. I also knew that it was based on a true story, and I wanted to Google. I went and Googled and Wikipedia everything to see exactly what it actually is true about this. And this is what I found, what I could come up with. Based on the true story of Chris Kyle and what he and other soldiers did over in Iraq. However, back at his homeland, his home with his family, it was a dramatization for the purpose of the movie. Yeah. So that's how accurate it's supposed to be, apparently. Based on the true story of the war of Iraq and what he and the other soldiers went through. Oh right, that being said, what do I think about this one? Is it great? Is it good? Is it bad? And quite frankly, I do have a little bit of an issue with this movie. And it's, if there's a genre that I have problems with, I'm actually starting to warm up to the genre. There's one genre that I do have a little bit of a problem with, and it's war movies. And it's probably due to the fact that it hits home with me because I've lost friends. I don't like the war movies due to the fact that I've lost people in wars that's gone on. I'm not going to mention exactly who. But that being said, I am starting to warm up a bit to war movies. I've seen a few to this date now. Full Metal Jacket, which by the way is a great movie. Saving Private Ryan. There's been a few other ones. This is my second time actually watching this movie. Second time, American Sniper, and I remember the last time I didn't kill for this. I didn't, but we are coming up to this in my list, and I was like, okay, well, let's try this again. Let's go through this, and I'm trying to take everything into perspective as I'm watching it. And truth be told, I actually very much enjoyed this movie this time around. I loved it. I did. So my opinion on this movie has changed. When was the first time that I ever saw this movie? That would be back and the only time. That would be back when it first came out, 2014. So I do know my tastes have grown, and that's probably the reason why this time around I actually enjoyed it, because my tastes have grown since then. And yeah, no, let's go over everything now. The graphics for its time and type, pretty amazing, pretty amazing. Action. When there was action, it was actually very well done. Very well done. The cast. I think the cast did a phenomenal job, and Bradley Cooper just amazes me at how amazing of an actor he is. And to boot, the director to this movie was Clint Eastwood. And yet, no, from what I've been told, Clint Eastwood, don't get me wrong, I think Clint Eastwood is a great actor, but from what I've been told, Clint Eastwood is an even better director. And yeah, no, based on this, he's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome, if you ask me. I have no complaints over the acting. I think Clint Eastwood did a great job. This is how I want you to act, act. And directing the scenes on how the scenes should be, and everything. Yeah, no, I think he did a great job as a director in this movie. Last thing to touch base on, which is the story. What do I think about this? Bear in mind, everyone. Like I said, I used to have problems with war movies. Like I said, my tastes have grown. To me, so you might not share the same opinions with me on the story part. To me personally, I think it was a good plot. A good plot. That was it. Because to me personally, it was based on other characters, but it was really more focused on the main character, Chris Kyle, as it was supposed to be. And to me personally, when it's based on a person, it's a good plot. It's a good plot. It's just how it's done can either be garbage, can be good, can be great. And to me personally, I think it wasn't extremely well written. I would have to say it was pretty well written. Pretty well written. Yeah, that's to me. You might not share the same opinions, and that's fine. I can understand that. That being said, I've talked about everything. IMDb, with all the users combined, gives this movie a 7.3 out of 10. What do I think? Well, my thoughts? I love this movie. I do feel like they could have done a bit better within the story itself. But that's my only problem with this movie. Really. Oh yeah, I should talk about the pace. The pacing of the movie. The pacing in certain scenes, to me personally, it felt a little bit off, but they made up for it with other aspects, if you ask me. So, I give this movie none other than an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10. That's my rating. Oh, by the way, I saw this over at Netflix. It's supposed, from what I saw, if you're viewing it here in Canada, it's leaving Netflix soon. From what I saw, May the 4th, I believe it's leaving. Yeah. So you can also find this over at Amazon. Yep, you can. Amazon also has it. I wanted to take a look at that. Anyhow, that being said, if you loved this movie or didn't love this movie, you can let me know in the comment section down below. Let me know what you think, what your thoughts are. I always love your comments, whether you love the movie or hate it. You can like this video, like this review, and you can subscribe to my channel if you love my content. So thank you all for taking time to watch, and join me next time for another movie review I intend to do soon. I am out. Oh, by the way, have a good Easter.